What if I told you someone could control you without ever touching you? They wouldn't yell, they wouldn't threaten, they'd simply plant the seed and you'd water it yourself. Tonight, we uncover 8 dark psychology secrets that have been hiding in plain sight, powerful enough to make almost anyone obey. Once you see them, you'll never unsee them, and that's exactly why you can't look away. The mirage of authority. Imagine you're at the airport. You're exhausted. A man in a crisp suit with an official badge approaches and says, "Ma'am, I'll need to inspect your bag." No reason given. No explanation. Before you know it, you're handing it over. This is the authority bias in action. Psychologically, our brains are wired to trust symbols of leadership, uniforms, titles, confident body language. It's a shortcut from our tribal days, when survival often depended on following a trusted leader without hesitation. Think about scam emails pretending to be from banks or government agencies. They mimic official logos, formal language, and structure, because even a hint of authority can bypass skepticism, slow the process down. Don't let symbols or titles rush you past your own judgment. Pause. Ask questions. True authority can withstand scrutiny. False authority collapses under it. 2. The foot in the door trap. A charity worker asks if you'll sign a petition. Of course you agree. It's quick and harmless. 2 weeks later, they're back. Would you consider a small donation to support the cause? You hesitate, but saying no feels awkward now. This is the foot in the door technique. Once someone gets you to agree to something small, your brain unconsciously wants to stay consistent with that decision, so you're more likely to agree to something bigger later. Sales reps know this. First, they get you to accept a free sample, then a special offer, then a full package. By the time you notice the pattern, you've already agreed 3 times. Before saying yes, ask yourself, am I okay with this opening the door to more? If the answer is no, your boundary needs to start at the first request. 3. The scarcity illusion. You're online shopping. You weren't planning to buy anything until you see the words, "Only one left in stock." Suddenly, you're racing against invisible competition. This is scarcity bias. Our brains are hardwired to value things more when they seem rare. It triggers fear of missing out. FOMO. Overriding logical thinking. Flash sales, countdown timers, limited edition labels. They exploit scarcity to push you into decisions you wouldn't make otherwise. Ask yourself, if this were available tomorrow, would I still want it? That single question can break the spell of urgency. The echo of the crowd. You're in a new restaurant. You have no idea what to order until you hear the next table raving about the pasta. Without thinking, you order the same. This is social proof. Psychologically, when we're unsure, we look to others for cues. If everyone seems to like something, our brain assumes it's the safest choice. Marketers know this. Plastering bestseller on a product, even if it's not objectively better, can double sales. Fake reviews on websites work the same way. Before following the crowd, pause and consider, is this actually right for me, or do I just not want to be the odd one out? 5. The mirror's handshake. You meet someone for the first time, and within minutes, you feel like you've known them forever. You lean in, and they lean in. You cross your arms, and so do they. This is mirroring, subtly copying someone's body language, speech patterns, or tone. Our brains equate similarity with safety and trust, so we naturally feel closer to people who reflect us. Skilled negotiators use mirroring to create rapport quickly. It's why you might spill more details in a conversation than you intended. You feel understood. Notice when someone matches your movements repeatedly. Break the pattern, shift your posture or speech speed, and see if they follow. Genuine connection stands on its own. Manipulation relies on the mirror. 6. The guilt hook. A friend says, "After all I've done for you, can't you do this one thing for me?" Your stomach drops. You feel cornered. This is guilt manipulation. By making you feel responsible for their happiness or well-being, they use your own empathy against you. It shows up in family dynamics, workplace politics, even advertising. If you really care about the planet, you'll buy this eco-product. You are allowed to say no without being cruel. Boundaries protect relationships from resentment. True generosity comes from choice, not obligation. 7. The contrast lens. A real estate agent shows you a tiny, overpriced apartment first. The next one is just okay. Compared to the first, it feels like a palace. This is the contrast effect. Our brains don't judge value in isolation. We compare to what we've just seen. By showing you something intentionally worse first, they make the next option feel far more appealing. Upscale stores put ultra-expensive items near the entrance so everything else looks like a bargain. Set your criteria before you shop or decide. Compare options against your needs, not against the decoys you're shown. 8. The silent squeeze. You're in an interview. You finish answering a question, and the interviewer just stares at you, saying nothing. Seconds tick by. You start talking again, adding details you didn't plan to share. This is the power of silence. Many people find silence uncomfortable, so they fill it, often revealing more than they intended, or making concessions to end the pause. In negotiations, skilled players make an offer, then go quiet. The other side rushes to break the silence, often by giving ground. Get comfortable with pauses. Say your piece. The silence work for you. not against you. You've now seen the 8 dark psychology secrets: the mirage of authority, the foot in the door trap, the scarcity illusion, the echo of the crowd, the mirror's handshake, the guilt hook, the contrast lens, and the silent squeeze. These tactics are powerful and dangerous because they work in the background, often without you realizing it, but awareness is your shield. Next time you feel rushed, cornered, flattered, or pressured, you'll recognize the pattern. You'll take that breath. You'll decide from strength, not manipulation. This video has opened your eyes. Imagine how many others are walking blind. Share it with someone who needs to hear it, and let me know in the comments. Which of these tactics have you experienced, and how will you handle it now? If you found value here, hit like, tap subscribe, and ring the bell, because this is just the start. Every week we dive deeper into the hidden forces shaping our choices, so you can take the power back.